Hi, I'm Joanne Wells, Program Director of the Edmonton Dream Centre. The Dream Centre is a local ministry that runs a residential program for women in crisis. Crisis can take many forms: homelessness, addiction, abuse. Most of the women that come to our program have a combination of one or more of these things. They come here hoping to find life. They come here hoping to find freedom. They come here and their lives are transformed. The work is hard, but these ladies are my heroes.
Hi, my name's Jolene.
Hi, my name is Katrina.
Hi, my name's Sarah.
Hi, my name is Heather.
My life before the Dream Centre was chaotic.
I've been here almost a year.
About 8 months now.
I've been back up at the center for probably about a month.
13 months.
And I've been here at the Dream Centre for about 3 months.
My father was very abusive verbally and physically towards my mom, but he was great with my brother and I. My father ended up committing suicide, and that's when everything fell apart for me. My mom was just so distraught, and she was using crack cocaine. So I started drinking and partying and smoking weed, getting into harder drugs like crystal meth, cocaine. I ended up dropping out of school.
Sometimes in our selfish natures we go against God's will, and I went back to my ex, and that's when I was assaulted. That was me a year ago, and I was in the depths of despair. Lost in addictions, in a very abusive relationship. I almost lost my life. The fellow I was with almost killed me. I ended up going by ambulance to U of A hospital with a fractured nose, laceration of the lip, and bleeding on the brain.
Knowing that I was an alcoholic and feeling so out of control and not even being able to stop even though I knew I was pregnant, it was a really hard thing for me.
I truly wasn't happy inside because I didn't even know who I was. At the age of 20, I ended up getting into crack cocaine with my mother. After that, just shame and the guilt totally grabbed a hold of me, and I needed something stronger because the crack and every other drug possibly out there wasn't doing it for me. So I turned to intravenous drug use of Dilaudid, which is synthetic heroin. It was the only thing I was living for. I would get so sick if I didn't have it, and it's just the worst thing ever.
My family had to have me arrested, and I was sent to jail. A restraining order was put on me. I wasn't even allowed to see my grandchildren.
I was pretty much just digging my own grave. And finally, I had a wake-up call when I realized that I was willing to prostitute myself for the drug. That's when I went to the doctor, and the doctor put me on methadone. Mom was doing good at the time, and she had been 5 months clean, and she told me about the Dream Centre. And so we came here for a tour, and I was like, no way, I'm not going there. I'm not going to some Christian place where they're gonna preach at me. They told me I had to get off methadone. It sucks coming off methadone because it's really painful.
I've been in addictions for 30 years, and God told me if I gave my life back to Him, all of me, that He'd open every door, and God did.
Finally, I went to the doctor and told him what I wanted to do and stuff, and he told me no way, that it is impossible for me to get off the methadone that quickly.
10 years ago, this building was the first building that I lived in as a grown-up. This is the building where I had started being addicted to crystal meth, and I had lost my family and lost my place here. And so when I pulled up in front to come here to the Dream Centre, a lot of emotions were just going through me.
I didn't care what I had to go through. I wanted to get clean. So he weaned me off the methadone, and before I knew it, I was at the Dream Centre.
This is a place where I lost so much, and God has turned it around full circle for me, and has just made it a place where He's renewing my life, and He's giving me a new chance and a new start at life. So
I went to Henwood, a treatment program, and I called to get into the Dream Centre. They had said that there was no rooms available, but I trusted in God that He would provide, and the day I left Henwood, God opened the doors, and I was here.
What made me realize that there is a God is, before, when I missed my methadone, I couldn't move, I couldn't get out of bed. And that's just from missing it one day, and God totally helped me through because He knew that's all that I could handle.
You know, there's people in my life who I really cared about and loved who didn't have a second chance, and they're not here. They're not here. I'm just glad to be back here and take advantage of that, because I'm not going to go out that way.
The Dream Center just totally loved on me.
There's people around that have been in the same position of you and that don't look down on you.
It gave me a chance just to stop and take life for real.
They just showed me how much I'm worth, and that my past does not dictate my future.
My relationship with my children and my family is being restored through the grace of God. But I have to remember that it's Him doing the work, and not to let my flesh get in the way of His calling on my life.
Not even a year after I was saved, I had a healing of hepatitis C. Doctors are still wondering how it's possible, but I know with God anything is possible.
Learning to be still and know that He is God is so important on this journey.
I am a beautiful daughter of Christ.
The Dream Center's allowed me to laugh, to cry.
I plan to be around for a while, and this place has helped me do that.
Here I think that people really understand where you come from, and you can start wherever you are and start building your way back and realize that Christ really can be the center of your life.
Yes, it's like the new chapter of my life and the beginning of it all.
This is just a really special place.
God has saved my life.
He's restoring all.
Yeah, I'm very thankful.
Thank you, and God bless you all.
So that's just a little taste of what God is doing here at the Edmonton Dream Center. I hope you've been blessed. I am every day. If you're interested in getting involved in this ministry, please feel free to contact us, 780-423-5516, or email edmontondream@incenter.net. There's lots of ways you can get involved. Prayer, giving, just helping out. We'd love to hear from you.
I am a daughter of Christ, and I know that I'm worth way more than I ever thought I was.